Hey guys, welcome. My name is Danielle Hall, and I am here to help you live a life you love waking up to every day. That is what I have been doing the last almost 14 years, is helping people to do just that. And really also myself. It helps me to help you. If I'm helping others, then I actually step into alignment more and more with my own life and the practices that help me to reimagine what life is like in this iteration and this evolution of Danielle. And so if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling stagnant, if you are feeling angry, if you're feeling like you don't know what to do for your mind, your body, your emotions, and your life, then you're in the right place. So thank you for being here. This is going to be a short video to just share what this next 3-day challenge is going to be about, and to pleasantly, so excitedly, share with you that the Alignment Lab is open now for subscription. So make sure you check out the link that I'm sure I will brilliantly have somewhere brilliant in a brilliant space that is brilliantly able to share with you what the heck it is and how it's going to be very supportive for you in the life that you want to create for yourself. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Let me see my notes here so I can stay on task, because I do get very excited when I do these. So in this 3-day challenge that we have, this 3-day stillness challenge, this is what you have to look forward to. Day 1 is going to be about the breath. Of course, we got to connect somehow, somewhere. We got to bring the breath in, right? Because this is a tool that you can utilize anytime, anywhere, with or without me. And really, like, the whole point is so that you don't need me. So the whole point is so that you don't need your doctor, that you don't need these other things that you think are giving you the control in your life, when really, when we create these stillness practices, we can hear our own voices again. We can come into alignment with what is true for us. We can re-examine belief systems that may have served us for a period of time and that no longer serve us now, where we are now, where we're wanting to go. So day 1 is going to be about the breath. We will begin the breath work to regulate your nervous system and help you find stillness beneath all of the noise. Because like I mentioned earlier, sometimes we are just going to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And yeah, we got to do those next things, right? But the space in between the breath, the space in between the inhale and the exhale, is just as important as the inhale and the exhale itself. Day 2, we're going to add in some movement. And you don't need like yoga clothes or workout clothes for this movement, but it is going to be something that creates a little bit of heat within the body, or it's going to be stationary. Everybody's body can do it. So once we found our breath, we bring in this gentle, mindful movement to help energy flow through the body. This helps to release tension and opens up space for deeper awareness. And this point about deeper awareness is so fucking important, because a lot of us don't want to live in our physical bodies. Some of us hate our bodies. Some of us have this internal conversation that we're having to ourselves about ourselves that is actually not nice. And whether, we're aware of it or not, sometimes we're not even aware of it. We're just going along like, oh yeah, like there's my body doing that body thing that it does that maybe we don't like. Or maybe we put on some weight and we're not happy about the weight. Or maybe in my case, with my health journey, I never knew when my body was going to fail me. I didn't know when I was going to get a migraine. I didn't know when my body was going to bloat. I didn't know when I was going to have toxic gas that would follow me around a room, right? And so sometimes we don't have a great relationship with our body, because for one reason or another, our bodies may be telling us or sharing with us painful signals of other underlying challenges that we might have. Now, mine was gluten. Took gluten out of my diet and felt what healthy felt like for the first time in my life at 28 years old. And yeah, for some of you who are here, Breath work and movement is not going to be the end all be all for what you need to do for your life. But what these practices do is help you get to that deeper awareness that I'm talking about, so that you can, and that deeper stillness that I'm challenging you to be in, so that you can become aware of the role you are playing in your own life. And then take personal ownership of that role that you are playing in your own life, so that you can change your food if you need to, that you can feel empowered to change your doctor, so that you can feel empowered to fill in the blank, right? These practices, yes, they help us in various ways, but we really want to get to the underlying problem or the underlying challenge, the problem of the challenge, so that you don't need me. It's kind of a bad business model. I want you to not need me. I just want you to come into these things and to like gain some self-awareness and feel empowered so you can go off and do the great thing. So, day 3, our final day 3 for October 2025. And I didn't even tell you what our intention is for the month. The month of October is all about release and renew. I needed to remind myself. It's about release and renew. So all of this, and if you've if you've signed up for the monthly subscription, which you can end at any time, in the Alignment Lab, we already have done the Full Moon in Aries sound bath. So every week you have a lot more content, a lot more touch points with me through that subscription service. So if you're digging this, you will absolutely love that and the integration that is going to be happening in the Alignment Lab. Back to day 3, we are getting real. This is the final day of our 3-day challenge in October. We will bring it all together in a powerful sound bath, because I like a sound bath. And this will also bring together the breathing, the movement, and in a reflective practice. You will learn how to listen, or at least begin your own personal dialogue on what it is to listen, and not just to your thoughts, but to how your body is communicating to you. What is your body saying to you? How do we renew? How do we release and renew if we're not listening to our bodies? If we're not creating stillness practices to become aware of what our bodies are telling us. And so through these 3 days, I also invite you to track how you're feeling. Like, I'm asking you to share below each of these days for a reason. It's not just because I want to feel good about myself and how good you feel, right? No, that's not the point here. When we track it, when we see it, when we acknowledge that the thing is there, then we can do something about it. So that's why I'm asking you to share below in these videos, to share below in these 3-day challenges, because this is about awareness. I want you to track how you feel physically, how you feel emotionally, how you feel energetically. Because your body is communicating. Your body is always telling you what's up. It's just, we need to create that time to listen and then trust what our body is actually saying. Like, we gotta learn the language. We gotta be okay. We don't have to like what the body's telling us, guys. But it is about acceptance of what is. Acceptance doesn't mean good or bad. I know you've heard me say this before. Acceptance does not mean something is good or bad. All acceptance means is that it's true, that it's there. We get to label it whatever the fuck we want, but it just means that is the thing that's present for us. And we cannot move, we cannot create the change that we want to see in our lives if we're not open to seeing what is actually here. Don't put it on the rug. Don't put it on the shelf. Let's look at it. How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling energetically? So that you can track your own progress and see that you are making progress. Or maybe we need to have a conversation and we see what else might be available to you, right? What else do I have? Yeah. The body is communicating all the time. Most of us just forget to listen. We're taught not to listen, frankly. And this data, the data is in your sensations. The awareness comes from the pause. So let's take that in. The data comes from your senses. The data comes from your senses. But this awareness, you don't get that awareness until you pause, until you create that stillness practice for yourself. But you're doing this 3-day challenge, so you're doing it. You got this. All right, what else do I have for you in preparation? Oh, yes. Okay. If you are loving these practices and want to go deeper, we've already started our full moon journey inside the Alignment Lab. Like I mentioned, it's so cool. I love this video so much. The fire is rad. Anyways, I digress. Through these weekly sound experiences, somatic work, coaching, and astrology-inspired reflection, I know I've got some astrology babes in the room. Bring your crystals, bring your tarot, bring the things that help you create ritual. Let's do that. All ritual is creating this space for you to get clear on your own voice and on your own desires for yourself. Let's take the taboo out of it. Ritual has shown I wish I could state the study, but there are studies, you look it up. There are studies that show that when we create these rituals for ourselves, we're slowing down enough to be able to see ourselves. And that's what we're doing in these 3 days. Let's go further in the Alignment Lab. So in the Alignment Lab, you'll learn to align your nervous system, your mindset, and energy 1 month at a time so that you can begin to live that life you love waking up to every day. No more excuses, guys. You have the tools. You have the tools. I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating, but I'm sweating. You have the tools, okay? Maybe I need more water. Okay, so then also with the Alignment Lab, last thing here. If you sign up for the Alignment Lab before the end of this year, before the end of December 2025, you get it for $47 a month, and you're grandfathered in for life because it's going up in the new year. Because I'm adding a lot of value into the Alignment Lab. And what else is happening in there? If you sign up this month, however, I'm going to get you this whole astrology report. It could be a whole astrology report on any particular area of your life that you want. And that could be for the month of October or the month of November, your choice. Only through the end of this month, through the end of October 31st of 2025. After that portion goes away, but you are still grandfathered into the original subscription price. You're also helping me in the waiting time for this platform to create the tiered system, and so it's a little clunky right now. It's going to be the billing will be through Stripe, and then once the integration happens on the platform, I will ask you to then move your information over to the tiered portion on the school platform. It's clunky right now, but we needed to launch this. We needed to just start doing this because, let's face it, we are in, God, it sounds so weird. Not weird, but like so tired to say we're in unprecedented times because it's just everything is so unprecedented since COVID, right? So, but what gives us our power is a regulated nervous system. So if I could give you those practices, then whatever is going on in the world, yes, it's still tough. Yes, it's still emotional, but the way we relate to it and how we respond is different, and it won't drag our nervous systems, it won't drag our immune systems down. And you got community to back you up. I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? I'm excited. So, your body is the guide. Sound is the bridge. Alignment is the destination. That's good, right? I like that one too. Your body is the guide. Your body is the guide. Sound is the bridge. And alignment is the destination. And you're here because you were looking for alignment. And, you know, maybe you like a couple F-bombs that I know I dropped today. So, I look forward to seeing you in this 3-day challenge. I look forward to seeing you in the Alignment Lab. And if you are at any of my local sessions, oh my God, let's hug it out. You're going to have a great month. Let's make it a great month. I love you. I will see you in the challenge.